Now, I don't even know how to start this video. All I know is that $699 is way too fucking much money. Number fucking one, you're gonna charge me this much money for a fucking PlayStation 5 Pro and not mention any enhancements to the PSVR2. You already don't have my money. Now I know there's gonna be some enhancements, but you not mentioning those enhancements worries me enough to feel like you're not gonna do it, Sony. So I've looked online, I've seen a bunch of people's reactions, and for once everybody's pretty much on par with the reactions of just thinking Sony is fucking batshit crazy. We're getting PS3 Sony again. We're getting cocky Sony. This shit's crazy. But I wanted to go to uploadvr.com. It says PlayStation 5 Pro could render PS2 games at higher frame rate, avoiding reprojection. Now, that title, I'm like, okay, maybe Sony announced something. Maybe they announced it and stated that and confirmed it. So, I'm not gonna read through this whole thing, but it says PS5 Pro was announced today by Sony as a higher end version of the PS5, launching on November 7th, priced at $700. Pre-orders will be open on September 26th. PS5 Pro has a 2TB SSD, so that's good. Like, they didn't, I don't even think they said that during the video, their little state of play announcement, whatever. It features 45% more powerful GPU with 2 to 3 times faster ray tracing and PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution PSSR, a neural upscaling technique. That's all bullshit. That's all marketing speak. The only thing I'm looking forward to is the fact that you can play 30 frame per second game at 60 frames without losing that much resolution. But like at that price, it's not worth it to me. 2 terabytes is a good start, but still at that price is way too much. I got a 2 terabyte in my PS5 right now, and I paid, I think, $70 for that SSD. Sony says a feature called PS5 Pro Game Boost can stabilize or improve the performance of certain PS4 and PS5 games automatically, but it didn't mention whether or not it will include any PlayStation VR2 titles. In fact, the only mention Sony made of PSVR2 in PS5 Pro's announcement is to confirm that it is in fact compatible with the new console. Now, no fucking shit. If it wasn't compatible, I think we'd fucking burn down Sony headquarters.
I'm going to light the biggest fire the North
now,
has
on
ever
the
seen.
standard PS5, many of the most graphically impressive PlayStation VR2 games run at 60 frames per second, extrapolated to 120 Hz via reprojection, which, as we noted in our technical analysis, leads to a distracting and unpleasant double imaging and ghosting effect. It's possible that some VR developers will release PS5 Pro patches to increase the frame rate of their PSVR2 titles to native 90 frames per second for the 90 Hz display mode. The PSVR2 games that already run at 90 frames per second, developers could increase the rendering resolution or upgrade the native 120 Hz. What that sounds like is a big bunch of ifs. Now, as it is right now, certain developers aren't updating their titles as much as they should or fix their games. Now, there are VR developers that are constantly upgrading their titles, but to hedge your bet on, hopefully VR developers will make these patches and hopefully we will get these upgrades from the PS5. The PS5 should automatically like make your PSVR2 games look better, play better, just for the simple fact of what the machine is capable of doing. So for developers that have to do more work on top of what they're doing already is kind of stupid to me, especially with the way right now development studios are closing down left and right. They don't sell enough, they release a game and then boom, they get shut down. I don't know if they even have the resources to go back to a game that came out last year, 2 years, 3 years ago to make a patch for free, so that way the little number of PSVR2 users and PS5 Pro users can take advantage of that. That doesn't make sense, and I'm not gonna spend $700, $800 if you buy the stand and the disc drive, over $800. I'm not gonna do that in hopes that they'll do that. Now I don't know if there's gonna be PSVR2 videos from other video content creators saying like, oh my god, this is amazing for PSVR2, it's gonna be so amazing. I love my PSVR2. To me, there is a lot of games out there to play, not first party games, but there is a lot of games out available and more coming in the near future, especially in October. But I don't need to spend another $800 just to hope for it to look a little bit better or play a little bit better. Now, if they gave me, if it came out, let's say next year, let's say February sometime, it comes out and there's videos out there saying, you know, all the 80% of the catalog looks 100% better, then you know what, I might have to think about getting a PS5 Pro. But as it stands right now, to me, it's just like, who is this system for? Like, I don't, like, if you're not gonna talk about it in your little reveal that you had, you know, look at everybody, you know, Sony gone crazy, $700 damn dollars, don't buy this, what the fuck is this? You like, I don't, it's crazy. Look at the comments, everybody's just saying they're not gonna buy it, they're not gonna buy it. Of course, there's gonna be people in here that are like, oh, this is what I waited for, you know, la 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 la. You can buy a graphics card right now for $700 and make your own computer, make your own PC, and play a lot more games than the PS5 catalog. And most of the games that are on PS5 right now are on PS4 or PC. And I'm kind of speechless. And the fact that they didn't include a freaking disc drive, like, how do you not do that? Like, this is totally PS3 Sony. Like, they think that they could just announce any price and everybody's gonna buy it. I don't wish for a company to fail, especially a gaming company, because I love games. I have a PS5, I have an Xbox Series X, I have a Nintendo Switch, but this generation is just, seems like it's just doom and gloom. It's just one bad decision after the next from most of these companies. Nintendo is like the only company that seems to be making good decisions, and maybe it's the lack of indecision, or the indecision that they're doing, because they haven't released a Switch 2 yet, which is crazy to me because it's been out for a long ass time. But like, to me, this just solidifies the fact that no matter what the Switch 2 is, it's not going to be $700, and graphics isn't all that. You know, it's going to look good, and it's probably going to be fun, have fun games on it. Like, Nintendo's sitting pretty right now. Nintendo's just sitting back, letting Sony and Xbox just shit their bed. All on Dreamcast, one day after the Dreamcast was announced, you know, years ago in $99.99. So like, this shit's crazy. That's why I hope Xbox can get their shit together, because this is the Sony nobody wants. It just seems like they do good one generation and then they just shit the bed the next. And Xbox too. It's like, can we all just get our shit together? But might not be another console next year, next generation, after next generation, after the PS6 and the Xbox 2 or whatever the heck they call it. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you got a PSVR2 and if you guys were disappointed at this little reveal, or if it gets you excited. You're gonna get it day one, and hopefully you get to see these games improve right away, which is not gonna happen. It's definitely not gonna happen. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.